Good morning, students. Today I will see the poem and the glossary, the answer of the following questions, no study, the program writing. These are the things you will see in this video. Just I'll read to you the poem neatly. Okay. The rich will make temples for Shiva. I have told you, those who have the money, they can build the temple for Shiva. What shall I, poor man, do? The big question for this poor man. These people are giving the money for the stone, for the bricks, for the cement, and giving some money to construct this temple. Then the poor man asking, I don't have that money, what can I do? And he says to himself, my legs are pillar, the body the shrine, the head of cupola. Cupola is the arch on the Garbhagudi. If you go inside the Garbhagudi, you see there is a on the top there is a big arch that is called the cupola of gold. Listen, O Lord of the meeting rivers, things standing shall fall, but the moving ever shall stay. See what he says? The moving, the human beings, ever shall stay. Who stands? Even your construction, that the stone which they built, that will decay one day or the after. But the human being, which is the veneration of the heart, will remain forever. It says. Okay, this is the simple poem. You have by heart it. This is very important. This is memorized it. This is the poem. They may ask you. I also will ask you to write the poem, complete the poem. I will give in the test. FAQ. Okay. But here now comes as the glossary. Cupola. It is the small rounded dome. It is the dome is the arch. Okay. Things standing, the solid and the unmoving temple that was built by the stone. Even it looks like a strong, standing, unmoving, but one day it decays in the poem. Things standing. The moving, that is refers to the human beings. Lord of the meeting rivers, that is called Basavanna's chosen deity. Lord Shiva at a Kudala Sangama Deva, where he is resting today. That is the place is called the Kudala Sangama Deva. Where this river come and join. Here he want to rest his soul there. And that is still, they believe, the soul of Basavanna is there in Kudala Sangama. Okay. Now let us go for the question answers. Let me continue briefly. Slowly listen and make your notes. Okay, students. First question. Compression questions. Okay. Answer briefly the following questions. What does the poet? Answer the following questions. What does the poet mean by the line, the rich will make temples for Shiva? Otherwise, other way around it is like this. Okay. What does the rich will make temples for Shiva imply? A board. In your book, in our book, this is just given like this. The lines, the rich will make temples for Shiva implies that A, they want to please the Lord. Second, they can offer to build the temples. C, they believed that this is how they can serve God. And C and D is they believed that the temple is the only place to feel the presence of God. Your answer is B and or C. They can offer to build the temples. C also, they believe that this is how they can serve God. Question number 2. Which is the following statements is true? First one. The speaker is against building any structures for worshipping God. B. Is it not possible for the speaker to build a temple? C. It is only an excuse given by the speaker for not being able to build a temple? D. The speaker believes that God is present within ourselves and not in any temple. Right answer is D. The speaker believes that God is present within ourselves and not in any temple. Question number 3. What are the feelings of the speaker suggested in the question? What shall I, a poor man, do? Options are helplessness, doubt, humility, anger, pride, anguish. Answer is A. Helplessness. Question number 4. The word listen in the last stanza is. Options are an order, an appeal, a request, and advice. The right answer is an appeal. Answer is B. Question number 5. The expression things standing suggest. Options are A. Any man-made temple. B. Anybody who is standing. C. Anything which is static. D. The human body. Right answer is A man-made temple, and possibility answer also C. Anything which is static. But you take your right answer as the any man-made temple. Question number 6. There are 2 examples of paradox in the last 2 lines. Paradox means a statement controlling opposite idea. A statement containing opposite idea. There are 2 possibility of questions here. First one, what opposite ideas are suggested in things standing shall fall? Answer is structures built of wood or stone, no matter how lovely or inspiring, are destined to fall. A temple of stone stands but does not move. It lacks the life necessary to continually adjust itself to the shifting forces of time and gravity and the flow of nature all around. Therefore, sooner or later it trembles or falls. This is what is meant by the paradoxical saying, things standing shall fall. In that second, what opposite ideas are suggested in the moving shall ever stay? Answer: that which is animated, the temple of the embodied self, has life. It dances with the flow of existence and therefore life continues. Worship that takes place within such a living temple lives as well and lasts forever. This explains the paradox in the phrase, the moving shall ever stay. Question number 7. What final message do the last two lines convey? Or another option question is, what is the message of the Vachana, the temple and the body? Basavanna's clear message to us is that regardless of whether we worship beneath a golden cupola or beneath the arch of the open sky, only meditation and prayer and communion that takes place within the living temple of the self matters, because that is what lives and lasts. Wherever we are, whatever our role in life, we should make ourselves holy temples. The next comes as a close study. Here we have three things I will read to you. Read the following extract carefully, discuss in pairs, and then write the answer of the questions given below it. My legs are pillars, the body the shrine, and head a cupola of gold. First question: how is the human body compared to a temple? Answer: different parts of the human body are compared to a different structures of the temple of stones. The legs of flesh and blood substitute the lifeless pillars. The living body replaces the shrine of stone. The golden dome is matched by the head. Question number 2. What is the figure of speech used here? The figure of speech is used here is the metaphor. In the bracket you write, metaphor is a figure of speech in which comparisons are made without using the words as and like to create vivid or different mental pictures. Question number 3. Why is the speaker comparing the human body to a temple? Answer: Basavanna wants to show that the built temple is a reflection of the temple of the self. This is where all true meditation, prayer, communion occurs. This true temple is available to all rich and poor equally. Basavanna further points that the inner temple is far superior to the temple built by the rich. Paragraph writing. Discuss the pairs, groups of the for each of the answers the following questions. Note down the important points that the development of the points into the paragraph. Question: what ideas of spirituality emerge from the study of this well-known Vachana? Answer is, I will go slow, write properly. In the Vachana, Basavanna brings out the idea of the permanence of spiritual things and the impermanence of the material things. Full stop. All material things are subjected to destruction in course of time. Full stop. Only a devout soul that sways according to the will of God in all humanity stands forever. Full stop. The poet says that the rich may build temples because they can afford to do that, comma, but the poor will make their bodies the temple of God. He says that static things like temple may decay, but things which are dynamic, movable and changing will never decay. Flexibility, movement and change are signs of life. Buildings cannot signify life. Thank you so much. With this we finish this notes at the end of the lesson.